Hi, I'm George Woodbury from College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California, and in this video we're going to talk about function notation. In problem 5 it says let f of x, and by the way, f parentheses x, when we read that as f of x. You want to think about function of x equals x squared plus 5x minus 8. This on the right hand side, this is a formula for the output when the input is x. So in part A, where it says find f of -3, -3 is the input. We're going to substitute that into that formula and evaluate it. So f of -3 equals x squared, so that's -3 to the second power, plus 5x, that's 5 times -3, minus 8. Everywhere I saw x in the formula, I replaced it with a set of parentheses and the number -3 inside of it. Now I just have to do the arithmetic on the right-hand side. -3 squared is positive 9. 5 times -3, that's -15. And then the minus 8 is still there. So now I just have to do 9 minus 15 minus 8, and that equals -14. So f of -3 equals -14. When we have an input of -3, we get an output of -14. Now, we don't always substitute numerical values into a function. Sometimes we substitute an algebraic expression. And the simplest one is when we substitute a single variable into the function. So f of a, all that does is it tells us to replace every x that we see by the letter a. So instead of x squared plus 5x, it's a squared plus 5a, and then minus 8 after that. The last example for this video, we need to find f of n plus 5, and so we're going to substitute in an algebraic expression, and then we've got to do a little algebra to clean this up. So first, f of n plus 5 equals, every place we see x, I'm going to replace that with a set of parentheses and n plus 5. So I've got n plus 5 squared instead of x squared, plus 5 times the quantity n plus 5 instead of 5x, and then minus 8, because there's no x there, I just copy that down. Now I need to simplify this, and when I'm going to square a binomial, what I like to do is I'd like to write it twice. N plus 5 times n plus 5. Let me copy down the rest, plus 5 times n plus 5 minus 8. The first product, I can use FOIL style multiplication. N times n is n squared. N times 5 is plus 5n. There's another 5n, and finally 5 times 5 is 25. Then I can distribute the 5 through to n plus 5. That's going to give me 5n plus another 25 minus 8, and collect like terms. So there's only one n squared, but there are 3 terms with n. 5n, 5n, and 5n. When I combine those together, I get plus 15n. And then finally, combining the constant terms, 25 plus 25 is 50, minus 8 is plus 42. And there's the result when we substitute in n plus 5. All right, that's the video for function notation. See you in a bit for the next one.